Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Spiritual Scientist. I'm Victor Hamza. Thanks for tuning in. Well, anyway, I was just on the. First of all, I'm really tired right now, but I was just on Jason Christopher's channel. I am. I was second time in a row I was on, and not to say he picked me because I was basically like a random caller, but I did call in and I thought we had a fruitful conversation. And he asked all his 1,000 followers to follow me, and I got 5 so far. So thanks for you 5 for following me so far until you get bored and run away. But I appreciate everybody checking me out. Now, just to get right into it, we had a fruitful conversation. It was pretty cool, but I was talking about the second time I was on that quartz crystals. I was making up memes trying to help out people and, spread information about quartz. And interestingly enough, something happened with the piezoelectrical effect of quartz now. It just came out in the news today that they can add something called, it's like selenium. It's a particle that they add to quartz with the piezoelectrical effect, and it makes it like 3,000 times more powerful. I read in one report, and another one said it doubles it. But basically what it does is it vibrates it to a higher level. Doesn't seem so far-fetched to me, since I've been saying till the cows come home that we're in a higher vibrational state. So of course we're going to discover things that vibrate in a higher level. But anyway, so I was talking about how quartz crystals used to vibrate at 786,000 times per millisecond. So a second's divided up into 1,000 times. That's a millisecond. So we take that 786,000 times, and so I researched, and there was this meme out there, and then I went on Reddit, and there was different things that everybody was saying, yeah, there's this meme, but it actually is true. At least this guy got this one fact right. The rest is weird. So that was the one fact that was in there. The AI or whatever didn't erase it because it was on some stupid meme, right? But I found it, and I looked at the quartz crystals, what vibration level they're at now per second vibrating. It's 32,600 times they vibrate per second. So ipso facto, when you do the calculations, it's 2,396 times is the difference in the ratio, which would mean that if you look at, and I'll explain it. So if you look at what I'm talking about, if you look at, it was 786,000 times per millisecond it was vibrating. So when something's, vibrating, that fast, to our perception, it's vibrating that fast. Now, when we see it slow down in vibration, what does that mean? From our perspective, that means that we would have vibrated faster ourselves to perceive it as being slower. So what I came up with is that we're at 2,000, basically 24,000 times, but it's 2,396 to be exact. That we're 2,396 times, basically times time. So we're actually traveling not twice as fast as we are towards the future, not 3 times as fast that we're traveling towards the future. We're traveling 2,396 times faster towards the future. So when we travel towards the future, when our vibrations change, when we travel in a higher rate of speed in the future, equals mc squared. So the mass of the Earth and all the surrounding things in our universe will shrink. So we shrunk what it seems to be from my observational point of view is that we shrunk. I know my height shrunk. I know the earth shrunk. So it seems to be that we shrunk. Like I was 5'11" basically, and now I'm like 5'9". So in essence, you could say we shrunk 2 inches. But I would say, what is that? In the ratio, I haven't done the math, but it seems like, a 16th, that we've, when you're traveling that fast, when something's traveling that fast, it's gonna shrink. So that means that, the molecules together get tighter as it vibrates, faster. But from our point of view, you don't really know, most people aren't noticing anything. And I was talking to Jason Christopher about how their, time vortexes going around, and they Yale did a study on Antarctic, and they found that there were like these time quakes, like time pulses that are going in the atmosphere, and planes were actually experiencing turbulence. So if you listen to my, I talked about a little bit, I thought I'd get into the finer details a little bit about that. And then I'm going to go on a different subject, completely different, and end up signing off soon. So I like to keep these as short as possible because I'm very cognizant everybody's really busy. So if we look at, and I made up a funny meme about Marty McFly and the Back to the Future, and that, Doc Brown was explaining things, and I posted on the internet, which I thought was completely brilliant, and it was funny, and people are just laughing at it. They don't understand, and then some people like it, but who's gonna really understand this? It seems to be that we're traveling to 2,400 times speed that we were before. Boom, right? Mind blown. So, and if you're thinking about that, how we're going through a dense space, everybody we're saying we're going to enter the solar system, entering a higher density energy state. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't think so. But anyway, I thought it was worthy of consideration. I'm actually very tired, so I had a really busy day. And I just talked to Jason Christopher. If you're watching, Jason, hi, bro. I really enjoy watching you. Be flattered if you commented. But and anybody who comments, I'm always flattered. If you'd like to comment, I always comment back. So with that said, just thought I'd talk about how we're moving, it seems like, towards the future, and we were on the Sagittarius, arm, and now Orion Spur and all that. So we're allowed, according to Einsteinian physics, to move faster in time, just not slower. In what I was saying on somebody on Facebook, I posted a comment that if CERN's actually spinning the particles, it's theoretically possible that these are making time waves, and these time waves are what's propelling us to go faster, because according to Einstein's theory of relativity, you're allowed to go into the future. You're allowed to push, vibrate faster. You're allowed to move forward into the future more. I just don't think you're allowed to, go backwards in time. But forward is definitely something, that would make sense for a lot of these things, especially people looking at pictures of the past. They seem to change color spectrum. I talked about that before, because we have red shift and blue shift. So when you look at something blue shifting, red shifting, that means you're moving away from them at a rapid pace. So if we're looking at a photograph or a movie of something in the past, and a lot of it seems to be shifted in towards red, what I found, like NASA footage of, check it out yourself, And I posted a video about it once, I might have deleted it, that the lander was landing and it turned pink. A lot of footage. You have to watch it. It's like 50 minutes long. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, said a lot, right? And it's 10 minutes. So I just wanted to say a couple things. For those of you who've watched all my videos, if anyone ever has, thank you. If you haven't, which you probably haven't, I said a lot of important things. I try not to repeat myself. But for some of the new people to my channel, and I expect you to go back and watch every episode, there's a lot of good stuff in there, and I really do. I'm fascinated to watch it later on. Sometimes I go, oh, he did say that, and that's me. I'm watching it. It's like you're watching somebody else. I'm like, oh, that guy came up with something good. That was a good point. Well, the one thing I'd talk about was that I was not really trying to kill myself at all, in no way, shape, or form, but I felt like I wanted to continue with the mission. I love everybody, I love my family, I don't want to die, but I am, like a very spiritual person, and then when I say that, I mean, I understand, a lot of things. So I meditated, and I went into this deep state. This was like 5 months ago, I guess, 5 months ago. And I said, okay. And it was just like a snap decision. I just said, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I hate to miss my family and everything, but I said, okay, I'm done. So I packed my bags, basically, and I stopped breathing in a meditative state. And I went to leave my body. And I did, and I ended up, leaving my body, and I was like, game over, I'm leaving. I'm going to the next realm. And I purposely did that. So if you're at my spiritual state, someone in my spiritual state, you can bodily, leave your body and just die. So I made that decision. It was just like a snap judgment, not a really, I just felt like I could be more of use, maybe on a higher plane. So that was the whole purpose behind it. So I was like, okay, if I could help more people by me being in a higher plane, then I was ready to make that sacrifice. So sounds crazy. And don't take this the wrong way. At this, right now, I don't want to die. I want to live. But that moment, I figured it was the best course of action to help, to leave my, meat sack, as it were, and, travel onward. And when I got out of my body, I guess guardian angel, whatever, like, they came up to me. I said this before, and they were like, you're not breathing. I said, I know, breathing sucks. Have you tried it? And they didn't think that was funny. I said, listen, I'm done. I'm going to help somewhere else. I'm not going to help here anymore. I'm done. I'm moving onwards. And they told me, they said, you have a mission to complete. You're on a mission. I was like, I don't remember signing on for any mission. This is bullshit. I'm done. And you can't make me. And they basically shoved me back in my body. And I was like, and you're like, oh, okay. But I mean, I have full coherent memory. If you want to know what the beans look like or whatever, nothing. I didn't have that visual sense. It was just like that communication happened, but I didn't have the visual acuity of, that wasn't a factor, but that definitely happened. And the reason I'm mentioning it now is I'm on a mission. And anyone's watching this, I would venture to guess that you're on a mission too. And our mission is to, wake up humanity, as it were, and help. So I'm on a mission and you're on a mission. So we have to stay on mission. We have to stay on point. We have a mission to do good. If you're not sure what your mission is, which is fine, I'll tell you a quick story. I was once praying on my knees, and I said to, God, I just don't understand. What am I supposed to do? And then a little voice came in my head, and said, just do good. So if you don't know what to do, just do good. If you have a choice, and there's one way or the other way, just do good. And then it's like, all of a sudden it all, clicks into place. And then that'll help you, progress to a higher vibrational level and help you. Help me. So that's, it's 60 minutes. That's the message that I wanted to, post for everybody. Stay on point, stay on mission, and, just do good. And you'll know, what to do, because you have the ability to judge. And right now you're probably saying, I don't know what's good. Yes, you do. So when it comes to that point, you'll know. So you'll know what to do. And when I say good, I'm saying do good, not do bad thinking it's good. No, do good. Okay? We know what's good. Like if you go and kill somebody, you say, well, I did it for the greater good. That's bad. Okay, let's get a grip. So you want to do good to do good, like do good. And we're not doing it for a reward. You're just, from now till the rest of your life, just do good. It's like a big deal. I know, but it is. If that doesn't make sense, let me know. I'll try to explain it. But it's simple, but yet it's like too simple. Like we're looking all in the, what do you mean, I mean, I went into this in another video before. I was about to sign off, but if you're in a multiverse, and let's say you're bouncing from one reality to the other, right? That's like the cheapest effect. My finger moving, so that explained multiverse. Good job. Cracked myself up. Oh, wow. What animation here. Wow. Is this Star Wars? And I made a noise. Right? But if we're in a multiverse, right? And you're sitting here, like I'm sitting here, and there's another me sitting somewhere else, and there's another me, right? Almost an infinite amount of me's, and there's an infinite amount of you's watching me's, and we're all, having this little dance here. You want to be the one in the multiverse that's doing the right thing. And I believe that one in that multiverse is giving itself, the one who's doing the right thing has a weight to it, like a weight, in a karmatic way, a weight, like almost like you're heavier on the page, and you sink down and then like a black hole, and things swirl around you. So if you're aimless and lost and not doing the right thing, you're not focused. You're not focusing in. And the guy who is the other you that's focusing more and trying more, the other yous in the other multiverses are gonna try to line up that way. And then when you integrate all the yous into being, very much one, then I think that you're going to be able to integrate more things. So I think it could be that the people experiencing the Mandela effect have integrated more yous into them, and so they could see changes where other people can't because they're not as integrated with their other yous. The moral of this is that try to be, as they say, who you really are, and then you'll have better ability to have a great life, right? Because you're being who you really are versus not being who you really are. It's simpler than I'm making it, and it's deeper than I'm saying, but a lot of teachers of spirituality have touched on these kind of things before, of course, and I'm taking all this knowledge and go woof, squishing it really tight. And what I got was, make that really tight snowball, right? And we're gonna throw it. So I got that really tight ball, and what I'm saying is, when I was on my knees and I prayed, and I heard a little voice that I took to be God said, just do good. I'm gonna take that, just do good. I'm taking that little ball and I'm, throwing it at you. So now you're gonna take it in your life, and you're gonna do the same thing, and you're gonna throw it, and it's gonna bounce around, and we'll see what happens. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you so much. All right, peace.